This is my story of 17 years of Parkinson's progression and evolving perspective. I was diagnosed at 38. It was a scary diagnosis. Amy and I had a 3-year-old, and another child was on the way. We really didn't know what to expect, so we just took each day as it came, best we could. Life went on, and it was a wonderful time of life.
Let's see if Maris is gonna walk. Oh my goodness, oh. There she goes, oh goodness. Crawl now.
Oh, wait, Mom needs to see you.
Uh-oh, Maris, come see the camera. Look,
Go to Mom.
come see the camera.
Ready?
Okay,
Do this like
that might hurt your back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's do our sit-ups on the couch. Come here. Show Mom. And we'll look at the video. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, do sit-ups. Dad's doing it. Very good. Wow. Wow.
The first few years were pretty manageable. Parkinson's really didn't have an impact in our life. But I would soon be feeling the need to change jobs, and I actually opened up my own business.
I don't know what I'm talking about. How many internet companies have you launched?
Well, that business failed pretty quick, not because of Parkinson's, but I was kind of stuck. I didn't know what to do next. Work is stressful, but even more stressful is being without work, and this was hard on me and the family. Every day, my body craves movement. The more, the better. This is some of that movement. I simply let my meds wear off before I start to find a flow. And then once your mind and body get into a flow, it's as if Parkinson's doesn't exist anymore. It's definitely to benefit my family. And now, as a personal trainer, I want it to benefit anyone wanting better health and fitness.
Here's the thing with my dad.
I had deep brain stimulation done after 9 years, and it was helpful.
I can't tell what's in his mind.
I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 11 years ago, and for most of that time, I was able to function pretty well. Eventually, you get on the medication, and that takes care of a lot of the visible symptoms, but after 5 years, it starts to impact your life more. You have to figure out ways to deal with it. One way that's been very beneficial for me, and is with almost everyone with Parkinson's, is more exercise. Exercise that you enjoy, exercise that's hard, exercise that pushes you. A few years ago, I rediscovered basketball, and that's become far and away my favorite thing to do. I'm not used to playing this long, this hard, pushing myself, but in a good way. Losing yourself in joy over the freedom of movement and the pleasure of mastery over control of that movement. These mind-body connections are too easily destroyed by Parkinson's. Maintaining them is invaluable. I'm thinking about starting smoking. What do you think?
I think you should try it. I mean, Bali's the place to do it.
We're out of the States.
Yeah. Might as well, right?
This would be good for my swimming.
I think so.
Get my drinks go ahead. Just seeing in the parking lot when you walk in, you feel the love. You find yourself becoming addicted to the atmosphere. And to get a hug from someone here and just feel that physical energy and transfer that to me doing something physical, and being in this place and being around these people has a truly physical impact.
How about a more diverse clientele? 7-year study, 18,000 plus surgeries, revealed 153 out of every 154 DBS patients were not black. 1 out of 154 on average were. Let's go test what nonsense we can change in our world. Decide to stay real and well-defined. Marketing, Sales, and Support Services Department's Neuromodular Division, North America region for Abbott Laboratories. Thank you.
May God bless you.
God bless you all too.
You come and help him carry this.
I will talk to you through him.
Yes.
Good.
What I want to do,
Good.
when you go
That's enough. We can go, eh?
no, you take our photo.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we. Visiting Uganda and seeing how brutal Parkinson's is in places like this was life-changing, as was meeting Kabugo Hannington. Then came 2020 with its obvious challenges, but surprisingly had some opportunities as well.
The pandemic has put obstacles in front of a lot of us, but one North Texas entrepreneur saw an opportunity to tend yards while tending souls.
Hey, I'm competing with teenagers, and that's hard because their prices are low. So my offer is like, hey, but watch us, you know? We're a spectacle.
To do this physical job,
And he kind of walked like us, like,
you need physical challenges. He started Mow with the Flow when the pandemic limited his work as a personal trainer for people with disabilities.
love is a prescription that's not filled enough. We can all use more of it, and we all have more to give. Simply taking care of yards did so much for me. I loved it. I felt like I was really doing something meaningful through something so seemingly small. Parkinson's even seemed to be progressing slowly, but of course, it was progressing. Thank goodness I've been blessed with invaluable people in my life to help me get through my challenges, and a very caring family and plenty of resources. I'm so fortunate to continue to have good physical health and mental health, all things considered. This is critical with Parkinson's. Well, life was sure getting harder, but I was finding more answers. I began to see even more possibility with this disease, like I was opening up my eyes to new things. It was much more than just holding back Parkinson's. It was about letting go of me.
We gotta get out of here. Old man Mogan's gonna kick our ass.
This is what I look like when under-medicated. Society has conditioned me not to show this, to be ashamed of it, to hide it. There's something wrong with me. Don't let people see me. It's society that's wrong, not me. Society needs the cure. Take someone poorly medicated for their Parkinson's, give them their medication, wait 30 minutes, and give them a basketball. People around the world are suffering needlessly. Many are even stigmatized in their countries. Parkinson's is believed to be the result of a witchcraft or a curse. Now, 13 years after my Parkinson's diagnosis, ironically, I've discovered my own rhythm, changed internally, and rely upon myself. First, for me anyway, you gotta believe you can. You gotta feel you can. You gotta know you can. I wish I could tell you how I get to full freedom of movement when only seconds earlier it felt impossible. But I can. I just experience it. I'd been experimenting more and more with movement when there seemingly was none to be had. It was fascinating, and I was finding some answers. That was giving me even more hope, and still does. And it's nice to feel like you're a part of a solution, like you're contributing in some way with your own research. There's certain things you have to learn about Parkinson's to survive, non-negotiable, like attitude and effort and resilience. And fear and failure and losing, because Parkinson's wins quite often. It doesn't mean you can't come back and win tomorrow. I'd say probably the most important thing I've learned from Parkinson's is to be more present, to be more aware. I'd never brought my walker out here before, but why not? Who cares? It's going to help me play anyway. Humility was also a big lesson. It took a while. Wish I'd gotten there sooner, but I feel like I'm making progress.
Yeah.
Use all the tools you've got. On Sunday, October 2nd, 2022, we found out Amy had a grade 4 glioblastoma brain tumor.
There's no obstacles in your way.
Perfect. And suddenly the entire family's focus shifted to this. It felt like 14 years of Parkinson's had been leading up to this, how to best care for Amy. And she, of course, was still caring for me as much as she could. But above all, we both had to figure out how to get the kids through such a heartbreaking situation. Open to change, forced to change, has opened my eyes to a whole nother world. It's hard to know how well you're handling things. There's no guidebook. So we just try to keep things as light as possible, have fun, and grow the love that we knew we had with each other. Our family also got enormous support from our community. Amy had a big influence on many people. It was also apparent there's a lot worse things than Parkinson's. We had no answers for Amy's cancer.
What are you doing? Gavin?
Alright, I gotta go. See you later, Mary. Talk to you later.
I guess he doesn't need his pills anymore.
Oh, forgot something. Forgot my meds.
You know that flower's poisonous, right?
We'll see about that.
When it became clear that this was not a situation that was likely to be survivable, this cancer has a 100% mortality rate. Gavin came to me and Gavin said, I hear you, and I know what you're talking about, and I'm not arguing, but I'm going to define, Amy and I are going to define a win, how we want to define a win. And we're going to define a win by showing our kids, Maris and Luke, love through adversity. That no matter what happens, at the end of this, when Amy's no longer here, look, cancer can take away your mind, it can take away your body, it can take away your family, it can't take away your love. And that same love that Amy felt for everyone in this room and that you felt for her is still here. And screw you, cancer. Screw you, cancer. You can't take away that kind of love. And so Gavin came to me and said, we're going to define a win here as doing this with love, doing this together, and showing our kids, Luke and Maris, how life will throw adversity, life will have bad things, there'll be things you can't control, and it will feel horrible, and if you love someone like Gavin loved Amy, and Amy loves Gavin, it will be okay.
That's good.
You got a Christmas present over here?
Yeah. And I can't move. I feel like there's something magical in that box. Well, look what we have here. Let's see what kind of power this thing has on my back. It was my friend David Fletcher's autographed game-worn jersey from the Mississippi Braves on Disability Awareness Night. It was a special uniform to me, and I had a lot of people giving me a lot of inspiration during this time. The power of the mind, the body, and spirit, and the people around you is incredible. So we can't just tell the person, go do this exercise because it'll make you feel better. It's got to be some connection. You got to connect with the person, give them a reason why they want it.
Placebo, nocebo, and belief effects are all related to our brain's incredible ability to place an expectation on what is about to happen and actually change what is about to happen. Our physiology of our brain and body fundamentally changes such that those things happen. Placebo, nocebo, and belief effects actually change the way your biology, your physiology works. In fact, you have neural circuits within your brain that are dedicated to how your expectation of what will happen actually changes some of the most core biological functions within your brain and body.
Each person listening to us has so much power within that we don't tap it, that's there, that it requires to believe. I know I said belief is not the language of science, but it's definitely the language of humanity. The reason so many drugs do not make it to the market is because the placebo effect, which is the belief that something will work, is so powerful in Parkinson's. We don't have stem cell therapies in this country because the first time they were given, people were walking out of a wheelchair. So we figured that's a cure, right? And then what happened is that when then the trial was done to compare sham stem cells to actual stem cells, sham stem cells, people that thought they had stem cells, but they didn't receive it, also walked out of their wheelchairs. How does that happen? Because there is an amazing biological effect in belief. Placebo effect is not nothing, is actually powerful. We want to harness it. because there are actual changes in the brain of people who believe.
I'm not saying Parkinson's doesn't have its way with me quite often, and that it's not hard. It is. But I am saying there are things we can do to combat Parkinson's, and things we can do to just elevate ourselves. So many things. There's so much reason to have hope. Life is full of heartbreak from start to finish, but there's also so much beauty and art and enjoyment and laughter and love. Keep going, never quit, believe in yourself.
Being here today on this turf, I wouldn't know any other better place to be to get through adversity. I've seen what happens in this place. They're doing the impossible, and so many things on this turf for people, warriors coming back from combat, people like myself, with Parkinson's, and all other, any element in here you have. Whatever anyone in here is dealing with, even if it's not physical, this is the kind of place that will turn that around for you. It's like church in action, you know? It's church, but it's like very, very active, fun church, much more fun. What David does here is absolutely incredible. He's shown me what's possible. And even, like, I'm not going to get rid of Parkinson's. Amy's wasn't going to be cancer. But within that, all that you can still do with your life and the people you love and your family. This place helps you overcome anything. It just blows me away what people will do for other people. There's a lot of things in the world to keep us down, but if you pay attention, there's a lot in the world that really will blow you away too.
Odds are you're going to be okay. There's so much you can do for you and those around you.